Hi. Okay, so I got to talk to you about this. Unfortunately, there's something called a 38-year manifestation ritual, murder by numbers, manifestation rituals that has to do with dead police, dead rappers, um, real or fake, has to do with wars, set up wars, uh, rituals, so-called shots. 1983, the Police album, Murder by, and the Murder Numbers song, that was Synchronicity. Uh, had colors on it. This war started around, well, well, exactly day, but 22. Anyway, that was the end of the Murder by Numbers, what you call it, the manifestation ritual or whatever they're talking about. So, George Floyd, saying all the music, all the bullshit, 9/11, all the bullshit has to do with the same thing. Anyway, so you people gotta be very aware with this. So, anyway, so thankfully that we know who is responsible for all this black magic and sorcery. And we know it's the last few presidents. They're working for some cult. Uh, who is this cult? Are they working with the Pope or what? Saying why are they secretly doing all these things? Saying who's we know it's the devil or whatever that's controlling all these things or whatever, but it's much more than that. There's people working for the devil, doing this black magic sorcery on the whole, United States and the world, and what I'm saying, and we got to make it stop. Yeah. So, I want to thank everyone that made me aware of this 38-year manifestation ritual thing and the murder by numbers and the synchronicities that made it so I could start looking up these things on my own and find out about the rest of the others like me, like myself, and saying that we can stop all this dirty, nasty people and their dirty, nasty stuff, and that we can hopefully take our world back and find our true way to freedom from this control system or what they might call the matrix or whatever it is. So I'm here to try to free you from that. That's the point of our fifth dimension consciousness, to break away from this black magic stuff, pharmakia, all these bad things. So we want to look to the light and look to the beautiful shining light of love and our creator, the one that made our spirit on the inside of us, not necessarily our bodies or our construct that we're in or whatever. So hey, what's up? So anyway, so we definitely got to be good and aware of that. So this is serious business. As you know, we're at a saying we're battling things or whatever. So that's what the vaccine and all this shit all about. Uh, all this dirty, nasty shit. So hopefully that doesn't annoy my video because I said that. Cause I was anyway. So it's a mass ritual. We have to make it. Well, anyway, it's over anyway. So whoever participated, basically, the control or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? So anyway, definitely got to win this battle against the demonic forces that are trying to destroy humanity and divide us. Unfortunately, about the Tower of Babel and all that stuff, how humanity all had a singleness of purpose and one language. Uh, this same force had destroyed that in the past. Whatever we were doing, maybe we deserved it then. Maybe we would deserve it now. I don't know, but hopefully we can get to where we don't deserve it anymore. So that's the point. So that's what we're trying to do is leave the others in the third dimension, and then we, the people like myself and other people in the fifth dimension, are going to the type of elite humans that have this other type of better DNA that didn't go get the whatchamacallit or whatever, that were smart enough to not participate in the ritual or whatever. I'm not saying that you'll be saved because you might have participated in some other type of ritual that had to do with the same thing through, you know, whatever magic you're doing, because there's different types of magic and rituals. You could be eating bread in church. It could be symbolic, wine, bread. It could be any kind of stuff. It depends on who you're. But I guess it depends on what where your heart lays, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Really, if that, I don't know. It depends on how strong you are. You gotta free yourself from like religion and shit like that. That's definitely gonna keep you. It's make you the budget. You know what I'm saying? That you've been controlled and put into. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to be part of the bad shit. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully some of you can go to church and feel good about it, and feel, because there's definitely God's in church. That's the first place I found God. Was in church, but it's not. I guess it's a collective of the people, and depends on what church you're at. If it's a small one and everything, but anyway, so I just don't trust the revelations all the way. I think that's trying to write our ending, or whatever it is. But you know what I'm saying, maybe like maybe we're being hid away from a lot of evil that's happening that we're like in our own little neighborhoods, and they're keeping us busy with TV or whatever it is. But people are getting abortions and all this stuff all the time, and doing all these other terrible things that God doesn't want anybody to do, and that we shouldn't be doing, that are unnatural, and doing unnatural things. Uh, so, what they call God, like these things. But so what the God can be and do bad things or whatever it is to the collective of people. So hopefully we can get outside of this as a collective of people, and using our abilities, free ourselves from this fate that may have been written for us, as they say. As I say, whatever. So I'm working on the few next videos on accomplishing our great work. Well, I've always made tons of videos on doing this. That's the whole reason why we have United States and freedom of religion, and freedom of speech and all this stuff. There's a reason that this was all created. Saying it's a good thing. Saying a great, beautiful, good thing is the only way to free humanity and our souls and everything from this construct and constraint or machine, wishing to hold us in three-dimensional realm of existence forever, binding us, as they say. So we're attempting to escape from this, as I say. Again, I just freaking said that, I guess. But anyway, so basically we have to all come together and make a point to our existence. Just working every day and surviving. That's the important thing. So I'm looking to the future, like great hundreds of years into the future, and what, saying the purpose for us and what we should be doing, saying. most everybody else is in the short term or whatever, saying that type of stuff is. But hopefully we can get to where we can release everybody from the slavery, crap like that. Please go and watch all my other videos, follow me everywhere, whatever it is that you want to freaking do. It's up to you. But once everybody's happy, has time to figure out and use their freedom of speech and freedom of religion, it'll be easy for them to be happy and love each other and do away with war and all these terrible things, or possibly have to participate in more war for a little bit longer to get rid of the rest of the control structure or whatever the hell they are. You say from saying bad people, so that's the bad New World Order. Hopefully, as I keep saying over and over, watch the last few videos and it explains what all these are, and go on my POTUS47 Instagram. I don't know, you find the link somewhere or whatever, and there are a bunch of old videos on there, and I don't know, but anyway, so they're all good stuff. Hopefully you can watch them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about how much I love you and how much I want to help you and how much we can help each other. Saying on this great mission and accomplishing this. Because I don't know. That's so there's no better point for us to exist than this. So I can't just keep expressing. Saying my great hope and diligence in this great prospect. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. So hold on, I gotta do something real quick. All right. Our great work is a masterpiece, a work of art, a magnificent creation. Is given to us by the Creator, the Most High in heaven, the source energy, the monad, what people call God. Anyway, so this thing that we love to do every day and accomplish, what I constantly try to accomplish, is something that we have got from Hermeticism, because I follow the Hermetic principles. So I'm definitely interested in that type of thing. I'm definitely interested in doing this. So we know that in nature there exists a powerful force that is immeasurably more powerful than steam, and by means of which a single man to adept and directed might upset and alter the face of the world. This force was known to the ancients. It consists in a universal agent having reinforced supreme law. While its direction is concerned immediately with the arcane of transcendental magic, this agent is precisely that which the adepts of the Middle Ages denominated the first matter of the great work. The Gnostics represented it as the fiery body of the Holy Spirit. It was the object of the adoration in the secret rites of the Sabbath and the temple. Under the hieroglyphic figure of Baphomet or the androgen of Mendes. So they said that was bad, but but really I don't have to explain it to you. You have to figure out what's good and what's bad. The great work is, before all things, the creation of man by himself. That is to say, the full and entire conquest of his faculties and his future. It is especially the perfect emancipation of his will. The great work is defined as spiritual practices leading to mystical union of the self and all through the accomplishment of true will. The great work is unity of opposites, out of many one. It may mean the uniting of the soul with God, of the microcosm with the macrocosm, the male and female, the ego and the non-ego. The great work can describe specifically the amount of union between the self and the divine. It can also deal with the spiritual process in its entirety. It's a conscious process of spiritual growth. The aspects of conscious devotion to great work is very important. By purposefully, consciously turning inward and choosing to pursue self-realization, the seeker seals themselves in their very own vast hermeticum, their own very own alchemical vessel. This attitude of deliberate turning within is necessary for the great work. By consciously devoting oneself to the great work and therefore sealing oneself within one's own vast hermeticum, the inner heat of psychic struggle which is generated from this aids in the dissolution of ego boundaries and the integration of what is unconscious. So, basically, this is what we work for. None of these things are bad. So, they use these different things as symbology or whatever it is. So, the Baphomet or whatever, go ahead or whatever, that same shape as the female reproductive organs and stuff like that. So, if you go look at it, da 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 da, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, anyway, so I'm trying to find something here. Okay, so we have to use a type of mysticism and a type of meditation to unify ourselves with the Godhead or the Creator. Uh, some might call this a system of yoga or a religion, but it's a way of expressing your spirituality and finding your true self and accomplishing this earlier stated great work. So as we all do this and become one, you know what I'm saying, we become aware of our true purpose and accomplishing this as a society, okay? Basically, so, you know, and that's our plan, and following all of our principles, uh, as a society, our, you know what I'm saying, and when I'm talking about the, you should go back and watch all my videos because I have to repeat all these things about us being self-responsible and all this stuff, and we don't need to have words on drugs and be unhappy and have slavery and all this stuff. Yeah. So it's definitely not a good thing to have all this shit going on. We're never gonna be happy. So yeah. So basically, how we do this, accomplishing this great work, is using the generative principle. So we put in our care. So we have to care enough in our spiritual battle to unify and accomplish, you know, saying our work through our generative principle. So it's called manifesting into this plane of existence. Many seek to understand the natural laws that govern the universe. Some say there are 12, while others, like Hermes, say there are 7. Trismegistus explains the foundational laws of our reality in his 7 principles. Here's what these principles are all about and how we can use them. Blah, blah, blah. Why the fuck am I reading this? Okay. The all is the mind, the universe is mental. The principle of mentalism states that the universe is akin to a mental projection. This is like Manifestation 101, which is all about using your thoughts to shape your reality. For anything to be, a thought must precede it through this principle. It's believed that God is consciousness or thought, and the universe is a manifestation of the mind of God. Using this law, we too can harness the power of our minds to create the life we want. Correspondence, as above, so below. This is a very important one. I like this one. All right, so anyway, we've all heard about this quote before, but maybe you never knew it was Hermes who first coined it. It's closely related to the first principle of mentalism and states that what we hold in our thoughts and mind will become our reality. It explains that many planes of existence, including those of lower and higher vibrational frequencies, and how they are connected. Applying this law is all about your understanding, your connection to the world around you, and how you're showing up for yourself and the universe through your thoughts, and subsequently your actions. When we have a firm grasp on how we're interacting with life and how it's affecting us, we can recognize and break patterns and live in alignment with our highest good and feel harmonious with everything there is. Number 3, vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. Yes, believe it or not, the idea of vibes has been around a long time. The principle of vibration states that all things, both physical matter and spiritual energy, hold a certain vibration. Basic science tells us atoms are in constant motion. As in the universe itself, even our hearts, as they beat, give off different vibrations depending on our emotional state. And when we're vibing high, we're able to avoid low level frequencies that don't serve us. This will look different, or how applying this will look different for everyone. But to apply the third principle, you want to not only do things, but think thoughts that allow you to be in the state of ease, where your body is vibrating at a more positive level. Applying the first 2 principles can help you start to do this. You might be noticing all of these principles are deeply interwoven. With this principles, we acknowledge that we have the power to control our vibration rather than vibration controlling us. Very important. Number 4, polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pairs and opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The principle of clarity explains that seemingly opposite things are actually one and the same at varying degrees. A simple example of this is hot and cold. Cold is just the absence of heat, and they're both one thing. Temperature, physical matter, and spiritual energy are the same thing, with spiritual energy vibrating at a much higher level, such that it can't be perceived by our senses. Love and hate are 2 ways of experiencing the same thing, a relationship towards something. This is how the foundation of alchemy, or the ability to transmute your experiences, your experience will. Okay. How to apply it. Applying the principle of polarity takes a degree of mental stamina and involves shifting the way you look at something, potentially completely on its head. Take the hate you may feel for someone. Is there any way you can shift it to feelings of love? For example, anytime a lower vibrational emotion is bringing you down, can you recognize it, feel it, and transmute it to a positive one? This is very important. I'll stop on that one real quick. Okay, so someone that isn't practicing all the things you are, and you may be upset with it, or if you get an argument on one, you just have to understand that they're not exactly where you're at, or at place, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So you have to use it to try to help people. So, like, as we say, we can't keep what we have, not to give it away, you know what I'm saying? So the next thing we'll talk about is rhythm. Everything flows out. Number 5, rhythm. Everything flows out, and then everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing, manifest everything. The measure of swing the right measure to the rhythm. There exists an inherent rhythm. The tides move in and out. Inhale and exhale. Everything is in motion. Nature has its seasons, and so too do we. Understanding this principle allows us to recognize our lives and the universe's rhythms so we can actually work with them rather than having them working against us. That means you. So basically, in AA, we're praying. Saying we got to accept things we cannot change the things that we can. So we got to change all the things that we possibly can change as a collective, as humanity, as a species, and hopefully work towards changing things that we cannot change, that we thought that we could not change. So we got to kind of blur the line on that. Okay. So, unless we're changing, as you work with this law, you'll be able to work with your own emotional states to avoid a dramatic pendulum swing of feelings. It's thought that eventually the master will be able to completely transcend duality. But if you're just getting started, try becoming more aware of your emotional state and using polarity, number 4, and rhythm to start getting more comfortable with the natural fluxes of your life. Number 6 is cause and effect. Even if people already know this stuff, or some of you might not. So if somebody's new, then yada yada yada, then they have noticed, or what I'm saying, if I ask someone to go look something up, they might not do it on their own time, or yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? But this is important. Why? Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. Everything is connected through the principle of cause and effect. For each cause of one thing is merely the effect of something else. Going back to the very beginning, ask yourself, are you a cause or are you an effect? This principle is all about acknowledging the effects of our thoughts and behavior and how we may change them to bring about our greater effects. How to apply this: when something doesn't go as planned or you find yourself unhappy, ask yourself what was the cause. Many times we find ourselves reacting to the world around us, trapped in a back and forth of reacting to our circumstances rather than forging our own path. When we take action to get the effect we want, we move from feeling like a victim to feeling empowered. Number 7 is the principle of gender. Gender is everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. The 7th principle states that all things have masculine and feminine qualities. Yes, the two sexes can be thought of as a physical manifestation of this principle. As we're all coming to understand on an internal level, all of us hold both energies. Think the left and right brain. Masculine and feminine energy exists in not only the physical plane, but in the mental and spiritual plane as well. The unity of these two energies is essential for creation, and when one has a balance of both, they're better able to apply all of the principles together for maximum benefit. How to apply it? Accept all parts of yourself and understand that balance is all key for self-mastery. We call this the middle way, and it's all about the balance of masculine and feminine, of heavenly and earthbound, and of the mind, body, and spirit. When we can achieve this balance within ourselves, we're all equipped. We're well equipped to harness all of these principles and use them in our lives for good. So anyway, that's part of the reason. That's why we're called one. Why I'm called one. I've been taking the middle way of the Buddha. You know what I'm saying? So go back, watch all the videos. I talk all about this stuff. I'm not red or blue, or I'm not Crip or blood. I'm not Republican or Democrat. You know what I'm saying? So just like a regular you, whatever. But not, you know, saying what you need to. I don't know, but I'm similar to you. I'm similar to these, but hopefully we can similar this middle way, this middle road. Yeah, something already. So anyway, so I told you what the 7 are. We all have to use our knowledge to help one another. That's the point of doing this. You know what I'm saying? Is to help some people and then try to get them away from the black magic sorcery crap that's been used on them, and getting to figure out what the true purpose for their spirit is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then so it gets frustrating when there's lots of people that don't understand and don't want to care sometimes. But then I'm not, you know, saying something that brings me back down out of my 5D consciousness temporarily, so that will stop and slowly slow down your manifestation processes. So you can't let things bother you or get you away from your goals and for using your principles. You know what I'm saying? So our principles, your principles, what we like to use, and follow every day. So hopefully that helped you. And but yeah, the whole point is what we're trying to save the world, save the country, save everybody. So you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can all figure out that we should be killing everything, and we can all help one another and love one another, and figure out that we don't want to be slaves and sitting around in front of television all day, and we all want to accomplish something. And there's a point of our existence, and there's a point of our planet here. We're not meant to destroy it and destroy ourselves. We're meant to become something greater. So that's the whole point of all this. So anyway, so um, I don't know what I'm gonna do all day today, but I don't have to work, so maybe I'll be getting pretty hungry now. I gotta find something to eat somewhere. All right, cool. Thank you. Love you.